The Riverside County Office of Foreign Trade assists firms in exporting products, goods, and services to nations around the globe, as well as assisting businesses with export financing, foreign direct investment, and offers any use of its 3 foreign trade zones.
Hello and welcome to Southern California CEO Magazine. I'm your host, Katie Darling. In July 2008, NVPRV purchased Thor California Inc., the Moreno Valley-based subsidiary of Thor Industries Inc. I was able to talk to Brad Williams, the new president and CEO, about their current growth and success. Brad, it's great to see a new company succeeding in such challenging economic times. Can you tell us what you contribute your growth to?
Well, one of the things was survival. We purchased Thor California back in 2008 from Thor Industries. It was a subsidiary that Thor had decided to sell, and they worked a deal with the executives at MVP, including Roger Humiston, CFO, Pablo Carmona, Chief Operating Officer, and myself. And one of the things that we ran into immediately in 2008 was the dramatic freefall of the economy. It was collapsing faster than we could hardly respond to. But what we did was we persevered, we slowed way down, and we eventually shut down to conserve our cash, and then went to look for a partner, someone that would help us with infusing us with working capital again, so that we could bring back the fine people of Riverside County and build RVs once again.
The face of the RV industry is changing dramatically. Can you tell us what your vision is for the future and how it will affect the local economy?
You know, the face of the RV industry is changing. Vehicles need to be much more economical. With gas prices in the last few months on the increase, people are looking for ways to still go out and recreate with their families, and yet still have money left over so that they can enjoy some of the places that they're visiting around this wonderful country of ours. So we're looking at changing the RVs to make them more sophisticated, more lightweight, more efficient, and at the same time perhaps run on different forms of energy.
It's my understanding that you've recently created a completely electric RV. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, back in 2010, we produced the all-electric Winston. It is a 42-foot tag axle motorhome with 4 slides, very high-end. We partnered with Balquan in Harbor City with their battery management system and put lithium-ion batteries in this coach to turn it into an all-electric motorhome, the first of its kind anywhere in the country, in the world for that matter. And we shipped it over to the EVS 25 show in Shenzhen, China. It was a real hit of the show.
Brad, can you tell us how many different suppliers you have and how many indirect jobs will be created by your expansion?
Sure, Katie. The unique thing about this company is that it's an assembly company, and it relies heavily on suppliers. And we have a lot of suppliers locally. And rumor has it is that many of the suppliers, in order to keep up with just MVP alone, has had to hire as many as 20% more people here in Riverside County and some of the other counties in Southern California. So this has really been a real advantage, not just for MVP, but for the supplier network locally too.
In May 2011, the Riverside County's Economic Development Agency recognized NVPRV for its initiative to export approximately 30,000 recreational vehicles to China over the next 3 to 4 years. Brad, you were the recent recipient of the Excellence in Exports Award from the Riverside County Economic Development Agency. Can you tell us about how this deal came together and what the fiscal impact on the local economy will be?
Sure. Back in January, with China's President Hu Jintao's visit, state dinner at the White House, and traveling across the country, we were one of a few companies in the United States that signed a memorandum of understanding. Ours was signed with Winston Global Energy Corporation in Shenzhen. Winston's company, our partner in fact, we signed an agreement to produce 30,000 motorhomes for China, a $5 billion opportunity for Riverside.
I understand you're currently reviewing other opportunities to expand internationally beyond China. Can you tell us how the Riverside County Trade Commission will be helping with this expansion?
Well, let me just say that the Riverside Agency, the Economic Development Agency, has done a fabulous job of supporting us, supporting MVP during the darkest of times. Tom Freeman and Rob Field in particular, constantly supporting us behind the scenes with words of encouragement, sending us the latest updates on countries around the world looking for import opportunities, export opportunities for us, and other partnering methods for foreign domestic investment. I can't say enough about Tom Freeman and his tireless efforts along with Rob Field. Their team in Riverside County has played a key role in helping keep MVP both excited, pumped up, but also providing us with key contacts that made many of these opportunities come together.
Established in March of 2009, the Riverside County Office of Foreign Trade has already made a significant contribution to our business community. Its vertically integrated services are currently assisting businesses in exporting products, goods, and services to nations around the globe. We talked to Tom Freeman about his role in assisting NVPRV and other firms in expanding their markets. Tom, can you tell us about how your organization and you personally assisted with the NVPRV expansion?
Well, the County of Riverside has a foreign trade office whose specific purpose is to promote foreign direct investment, bringing people from overseas, investing here to create jobs here, and then we want to help export those products. But more importantly, 10% of the jobs that are in this county right now directly rely on our export business for work, and it's an $11.5 billion industry to export overseas. It's really important that we work with all our businesses. So anybody that calls, emails, writes, or throws a rock our way, we're going to try and help them out. And beyond the initial phases, we'll also help them with their exporting paperwork. We'll help them learn how to do their shipping, or what's known as freight forwarding. There's a whole list of things we help them with, and that is also bringing other governments here from foreign countries like we have here with MVP and getting them to invest.
With international trade activity on the increase, Riverside County is doing everything they can to support business growth. I talked to Rob Field, the Executive Director of the Riverside County EDA, about the fiscal impact of MVPRV expansion and what the county is doing to assist businesses. Rob, MVPRV reopened the old Fleetwood plant and may be growing to as many as 1,200 employees. Can you tell us how you anticipate this affecting the economy here in Riverside County?
Well, it's going to have a lot of effects. All of them are beneficial. Not only are we going to put a lot of people back to work who've been out of work, because we used to be the center of RV manufacturing in the western United States. Well, we're going to start reviving that, but it also is an indicator, sort of a morale booster for local folks who are looking for work. It's an indicator that things are, in fact, bouncing back a little bit. So it's a very positive thing across the board.
Can you tell us what the county is doing to help relocate businesses to Riverside County and about your Fast Track program specifically?
We're doing a great deal of stuff. The Fast Track program is a really strong incentive for people because it gives them certainty in terms of the amount of time it's going to take to get through what's called the entitlement process. We can get you through the entitlement process and get you to a building permit in 90 days, and there aren't too many jurisdictions in California that can compete with that. So it's a very important thing. Time is money for businesses. We're also doing a lot of outreach in terms of trying to stimulate interest from foreign countries, to stimulate foreign direct investment in our local economy, and the plant that we're standing in right now is an excellent representation of that. This place wouldn't be here reopened if it weren't for a significant extension of credit from an overseas investor. So it's a fantastic example of the kind of effort that we're putting forth, and a really big success story for Riverside County.
Wonderful. If you had the opportunity to share anything with local business owners here in Riverside County, what would you tell them based on the work that you're doing?
Well, I think it's that, first of all, as I said earlier, Riverside County is open for business. We are really a business-friendly county and do everything we can to support not only the companies around us, but also the cities. There are 28 cities in Riverside County, and we're helping all of them. We don't just help the unincorporated area. We help them, too. So if you come to us, we'll help you build a relationship with the city. We know everybody in the county that matters in terms of business relationships, and we will help you make entry into any market that you choose. We really want to help.
If you're a small or large business wanting to explore marketing opportunities overseas, the Office of Foreign Trade is part of the Riverside County Economic Development Agency, and it's the official agency and representative body for international trade, development, and foreign investment for businesses within the County of Riverside. I'm your host, Katie Darling. Thank you for watching this edition of Southern California CEO, your one source for business information.
The Riverside County Office of Foreign Trade assists firms in exporting products, goods, and services to nations around the globe, as well as assisting businesses with export financing, foreign direct investment, and offers any use of its 3 foreign trade zones. To learn more, contact Riverside County Economic Development Agency or the Foreign Trade Commissioner at 951-955-1308 or rivcoeda.org.